As an anime fan, I talked about so much things about how's it like to be an anime fan, how's cringe. I just thought about I should just make a full-on guide how to hide being an anime fan. Now this is something that's extremely important to a lot of anime fans out there because still to this day, 10 years later, being an anime fan still isn't cool. Anime is big as ever, and it's a super mainstream thing that a lot of people watch, but no one will say in public. The base look of the anime community hasn't really changed and still has a really negative connotation or negative look to it. A good example of good was something like gaming. Back then, if you said you were a gamer like 10 years ago, you were looked upon as like cringe and weird, and now gaming is absolutely just normal, and everyone games now. So you would think being an anime fan is the same, but it literally isn't. Being an anime fan, you're still looked upon as this weird, extremely creepy weirdo. The only time you can get away with being an anime fan is if you're an extremely attractive woman. A lot of people, especially men, will just look at you as like a super weird e-girl and see you as one of those like different girls. So that's the only caveat you get. But if you're not an attractive woman or just a dude, it's instant no good. So a lot of people have to come up with these weird tactics on how to hide to be an anime fan. And I was a 100% pro at that. I weaponized my enjoyment of anime as kind of if I wanted to talk to people. Like if I was in a class or in a situation where I didn't want to talk to anyone at all, I ended up using that I'm an anime fan to kind of like de-escalate the conversation instantly. Like if I was in school and you know how when you like first go to a class or first just go to any situation, some people will try to talk to you and like try to be friends with you. If I didn't want to deal with that, I'll just come up with one thing like showing them that I have an anime profile picture or just start openly talking about anime and they will instantly just distance yourself away. Especially if you're in class and a lot of people know you as that one kid who talks about anime. It's basically any percent speed run to not to be talked to. But what if you don't want to talk to people? What if you need to know? Well, let me give you some tactics to hide. Now, first, all these things and all these tactics that I learned are for hardcore anime fans, not normal anime fans. Now, what are the difference? Let me go tell you. Anime fan is just someone who just likes anime. For a good example, you watch all kind of medias. You watch like normal movies, and you listen to like different type of music. You listen to rap, you listen to like pop or jazz or whatever. You listen to all types of music, and you just enjoy anime. You know, you watch different TV shows like Breaking Bad or insert any TV show, and you watch anime on the side. You're an anime fan. This is for hardcore anime fans where that's the only type of media you consume except like video games. You don't watch normal TV shows. You don't listen to normal music. You can't even name a normal music artist. All you listen to is anime and Japanese things. This is what this guide is for because that's what I used to be. Now I'm at the point where I'm broadening my media thing. I'm like listening to different type of music and I'm like watching TV shows all around the world. But back then, I used to be just a JPEG anime fan. If you told me like 5 years ago to name like a rap artist or like a singer in general who wasn't like a meme individual, I would literally not know. You could show me the most popular singer, I would have no clue who they are. You could show me the most popular celebrity, I'll have no clue who they are because I only used to consume anime media. That's all I used to do. If they weren't speaking Japanese, if they were speaking a language that I couldn't understand, I was not watching that at all. And I think that's something that's really boring to do, and I think it's a trap that a lot of anime fans fall in. Just being anime fans like mega shunned and weirdly looked down upon. A lot of anime fans kind of just make that their whole identity, like they like anime, and they kind of just keep it to themselves. Or maybe that's what I used to do. I used to be like, yeah, I watch anime thing. That's all I need. I don't need to diverse my brand, which is just something extremely lame to do because it just keeps you limited to one box. And if you're watching this video and you're still doing that, because I know there's a lot of people who only listen to like Japanese music and stuff, please stop. Please expand your brand. But back to the point. Step number one in how to hide, you can't have anime wallpaper. Something that I always used to do back in the day, I always used to make sure to get rid of my anime wallpaper like if I was going to school. Like if I wasn't in school, if I was just walking around in public or something, I'll just have like a basic waifu wallpaper, one of those extremely lame overused wallpapers. I have no clue why I used to think they were cool, but I used to have one of those. But the second I go into school, I used to change it to just the most JPEG thing. Mostly like a default screen wallpaper. You know, one of those pictures of just like a Windows lock screen picture of like an open field, or just something extremely generic, or just an Apple default thing, something that no one can pin down on, something that I enjoy. So when they see your phone, you're just like, oh, he likes building, or he likes, I don't know, architecture discovery, or just something extremely lame and boring. Not anime fan. Number two, music choices. One thing that I used to do, I used to have full planned conversation routes. So usually when you talk to someone or meeting someone for the first time, usually they will do something like say like what you like something you enjoy. And one thing is music. Now, here's the problem. Back in the day, or if you need this guide, you probably don't listen to anything but Japanese music. Your only music selections is probably something like anime opening, VTuber covers, or like Japanese these artists who upload their song to YouTube. That's the only type of music you listen to, and you know nothing other than that. So because of that, you can't really say that out loud. You still want to make friends. That's an instant no-go. You can't go up to them and say, I like listening to, like, I don't know, Gwar Gwar or like Niji Sanji covers or something. You're instantly gonna get bullied. No one's gonna talk to you. You can't say you like Diamond City's Lights. No one will talk to you anymore. That's a no-go. You have to come up with just JPEG lies. My two examples of people who I used to lie or just go-to answers of people who I used to like was someone like Drake and Kanye. I don't recommend using Kanye anymore because yeah, but I guess you can still use Drake as an example. That was my instant go-to. Oh, who's someone you listen to? Yeah, I listen to Drake music. And then usually they'll end it off from there. If they say something like, what's your favorite song? I don't know, just think of any song that first comes to your head, and then boom. Or if you're like really in depth and you really care about social status, you'll like kind of like look up to the new songs or songs that your artist has released, or just see like the generic favorite song. It just says, oh yeah, I like this song. Easy go-to. Like back to, you know, Kanye before he went insane. One good easy example is like, oh, I like that he made Graduation, because a lot of people talk about that I like Graduation. So I used to use that for example. You can't use that anymore. Tactic number 2 was the same thing for TV shows. If someone says what's your favorite TV shows or what TV shows you like, you can't say you like anime. This is a no-go. So you have to come up with just a fake TV show. A good easy example to use is Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad will keep on being used. Now I'm going to be honest. I never watched one episode of Breaking Bad ever, but I used to act like I was like the die-hard fan of that series. Like if anyone will talk about anything that I used to like back in the day, I still used to bring up Breaking Bad, even though I know nothing about the show and I wouldn't even know anything to watch it. I don't even know the name of any of the characters except like Walter White or the meme characters. But that was my easy go-to example. You need something big enough, because if your thing is a little bit niche enough, they're either going to say what is it or they're going to want to know more about it. But if you're doing something as simple as like Breaking Bad, it's just an instant go-to answer. They're not going to ask like, oh, you know anything about the show or you need anything more? You're done. You're 100% secure. You're 100% secure. Next one was fashion. I made sure. Now, I had some anime shirt and some anime drip. Now, as I grow up and, you know, try to dress better, you ended up learning that anime merch is extremely bad and not good. Like most anime merch kind of just shows like a logo of the anime and it looks extremely bad and cringy and it's something that no one wants to wear. But back in the day, I used to think that was the coolest thing of all time, and it was before it became oversaturated. But this was something that you could not go outside with public, because that will make people notice you're an anime fan. So one thing that I used to do like blend in fashion, like trendy thing that everyone else is wearing. Like I remember one time, one thing that people used to do was they used to wear a lot of Looney Tunes characters wearing like streetwear or something. That thing used to be overused, and like Space Jam shirts. So I used to buy a whole bunch of those just so I can blend it in the crowd. But this is something that I don't recommend doing, because the second your thing just becomes out of fashion, you just look weird. You're just like a strange weirdo wearing out of fashion clothes. So my easy example is just stick with plain color clothes. And this is just a fact in general. If you just don't care about fashion, don't waste your time buying designer clothes. Just wear just straight plain color shirts and like plain long sleeve, just simple jackets like one that I'm wearing. And it's the go-to. Nothing can go wrong with being simple. Anyway, here are just some of my tactics to hide about being an anime fan. My name is Lul. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, do your thing. I also have a Twitter, Losers Stars. Don't forget to follow it. You have a good day or night. See ya.